Welcome, welcome. Looks like our chat is ready to go. So we'll just wait for everyone to join in. Looks like I'm... There we go. Whoops, I don't want to move myself. Let's see if the top view is good. We should be okay. Okay. Looks like we're dropping some frames for some reason. I think we might be having some internet issues here at Brutus Monroe, but we're gonna do our best. Let me know when you join in that you are here. Hello in Chile. Hello, Gina. I'm glad you have your scrunchie on. That's great. That's perfect. Do I look choppy to everyone else, or is it pretty smooth? Hello, Tyler. Hello, Brandon. I think it's finally kind of catching up with itself. Looks good? Okay. All right. Well, we are going to head down. Hello, Kara. We're going to head down to the table, and we are going to talk about this incredible release that we have today. So we have so many things that have released today and so many things to talk about. As you can see on my desk, we are getting very 90s retro around here. I have my Rubik's Cube, my yo-yo, my Tamagotchi, and my Etch-a-Sketch. So it's getting really retro and fun around here. But the very first thing that I'm going to tell you all about today is the Retro Rewind kit. So this is the kit that has been curated and created for my birthday this year. So my birthday isn't still for another month, but we decided to do it a little bit earlier this year, so we had time for everybody to be able to grab them. We do have a very limited amount of these kits, so once they are gone, they are gone. But I would like to also note that if you were to purchase this kit, as well as all of the add-ons, it is well under $200. I think it's like $187.62 or something like that. So there, it's a great value, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'll also talk about some of the die add-ons and things like that as we go through the box or the kit. But this kit is, this kit is phenomenal. If you love the 90s or you love cool retro, it's just a really great kit. So let's go ahead and let's open it up and let's talk about what is inside. So first and foremost, you are going to receive this giant 6x8 stamp set. This 6x8 stamp set is called Retro Rewind, and it has so many incredible things on it. It has a VHS tape. It has a cassette tape player. It has an actual cassette tape. It has some of the Brutus Monroe, or not Brutus Monroe, I'll try to say Brutus Monroe, but the Chuck Taylors, I call them Brutus Monroe because I wear them all the time. It has different sentiments like sending cool vibes on your birthday, keep it real, you're da bomb, you're all that in a bag of chips. There's a little Game Boy, there's a ring pop, there is a skateboard, there's a floppy disk, there's a little Tamagotchi on it. There are different things like You Complete Me, You Got This, there's a lollipop, there's some film, there's bubblegum with lips. It's just a really great stamp set. Now also in the kit you will receive the coordinating die for this. I do not have the coordinating die here with me, but I can tell you that the coordinating die cuts out every single thing on this sheet. Okay, so you will have every single thing will be able to be cut out that is on this sheet. Okay, then you are going to receive another stamp, and this stamp goes with another die that you're getting in the kit. So this stamp set is called Sketchy Sentiments, and it's so cool because this coordinates with the die that you're going to get that's called Sketchy. So the die that you're going to get in the kit, again, I don't have it here to show it to you right now, but it cuts out an Etch-a-Sketch. So let me show you. So this is what it will look like when it's cut out. So there's your little frame with your up and down. And then it does have a backer piece as well. And then also you will get in that this tiny little sketchy word that goes across the top. And then also the little dials. So let me grab the little dials here because they just kind of finish her off. And you put your little dials right down here at the bottom. And then once you create your little Etch-a-Sketch, and I mean, I just think it's so cool, the little Etch-a-Sketch. Now, you can purchase the Etch-a-Sketch separately, but get yourself the box. The box is only $64.99 for everything that you're seeing, and I haven't even gotten to really anything yet. So this is how the die cuts out, but you'll notice that all of these are written like an Etch-a-Sketch. So we have, I love you, hello, if only wrinkles faded so easily. That seems sketchy. I am drawn to you. You are a classic. Thanks so much. Happy birthday, and shake things up and start over. So you'll notice when you cut out your little sketchy die, let me move these pieces to the side, all of these sentiments fit inside of your Etch-a-Sketch. So you can create whatever you would like with your little Etch-a-Sketch. And I just think it's so fun. I mean, create all the Etch-a-Sketches, right? Be able to create an Etch-a-Sketch project. I just think that's so cool. So that is the sketchy sentiments. And again, this is available outside of the kit, but just get yourself a kit. I mean, the kit is just incredible. There's so much packed into this kit. All right. So that is sketchy sentiments. So those are the two stamps and the two dies that you will receive. Again, with the sketchy die, you will receive also some additional elements on that die set. Also in the kit, you are going to receive the Retro Rewind paper pad. Again, this is just such a cool paper pad. I am going to open up this one and show you what the patterns look like. Again, we are going very 90s, very retro, really my childhood. So let me get this popped open for us. I just got to get it started, and there we go. We should be good. All right. So inside of this paper pad, we have, look at this with the tennis shoes and the lips and the VHS tapes. Then we have this really cool Nintendo controller, and then this really funky grid background. Then we have these really cool floppy disks. We have the kind of sprinkles in the retro colors. We have this really great stripe. And then we have the Rubik's Cubes and the dice and the stripes and the lightning bolts. So cool. Then we have another great stripe. And then on this one, we have remember this from whatever, I remember first using computers, that little pointer on the computer. Then we have dominoes. Then we have hello, text me on a cell phone. Then we have this cool cheetah print. Then we have 90's, hello, the notebook, all of these different pixelated things that I remember from computers. Then we have a zebra pattern, and then it starts all over again. So you are going to receive 12 patterns, 2 of each. They're 24 sheets. They are front and back. So it's just so cool. So cool. So I turned 5 in 1990. So that's because Katie said, gosh, I feel old when you say childhood, as I had my children in the 90s, late 90s, but still, yeah, I turned 5. 90s is retro because it was 30 years ago the 90s started. So actually 33 years ago the 90s started. So, it's considered retro. I mean, I had a moment of clarity as well, but I mean, come on. It's just so fun. I love it. I absolutely love it. So that is the paper pad. Now, also, you are going to receive a full pack, 10 sheets of the Brutus Monroe vellum. This is the heat-resistant vellum. The reason we wanted to include this is because when you are making your Etch-a-Sketches, with your Etch-a-Sketch die, the sketchy die that comes with your kit, you're going to use this for your background. So that's going to give you the perfect look. I mean, can it get any closer? Here's a real Etch-a-Sketch, and here is this. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So that will make it super, super easy for you to make your backgrounds. I think that's super cool. So moving right along, of course, we have card panels for you. So the foilable card panels are fantastic in this. I was born in 1985, yes. Is that shocking? Do I need to go and see the doctor? What do I look older than 1985? All right, so this one, look at how cool this is. So this one, so it looks like the 80s slipped in, which is on purpose because I was born in the 80s. So it says, I love the 80s. Then we have all these different cut aparts. So we have the Chuck Taylor. We have this is the original tablet. Yes, it actually, when Heather bought this for us to use for a prop for this, it says no Wi-Fi needed is what it said on it, which I think is great. So we have a camera, we have a VHS tape, a floppy disk, all these really cool 90s items, and those are just kind of cut aparts. Then we have this that really gives us that look of like the kind of the lasered look of things. Then we have I love that, Carrie. Then we have this background that again is a really cool 90s throwback. Oh, I love that. A 90s throwback, and then we have this is kind of looks like, I would say this is kind of like records kind of, but also kind of could be a neon background. Again, this is just a cool retro background that you can use with really any of your cards that you make. So those are the card panels. Those are also available outside of the box if you want extras. But again, I would say grab yourself the I Want It All bundle. It's $187. And you get everything that I'm showing you today. Then we have the conversation clippings. So the conversation clippings come out in every release. And of course, with the conversation clippings, you are going to receive the black background with the white wording, and you are going to get the black writing with the white background. And we have "Was Up," "Have a Radical Birthday," "You Are Fresh," "Too Legit to Quit," "Booyah," "Okay, Here's the Situation," "Alrighty Then," "Don't Even Go There," "Psych," "Bling Bling," "I'll Be There For You," "As If," "What's Crack-a-Lackin'," all these incredible 90s saying. I love it. I love it. Carol said, I'm 30 effing years older than you. I can't even. That's okay. So you are my mom's age. So my mom is almost exactly 30 years older than me. She was born May 11th and I was born April 13th. Okay, so those are the conversation clippings. Again, you can pick up the conversation clippings separately or in the box. I would say the box is the way to go, though, because the boxes are going to go quick. The boxes are going to be the first thing that's going to sell out. If the I Want It All doesn't sell out, as well. So this is these are 5. It does ship for free if you get everything. It sure does. So these are 5 card panels, and you can use Afterpay. Heather is very familiar here at Brutus Monroe with the Afterpay. So these are the 5 card bases. Again, so simple to use. And just awesome. Then you are going to receive 2 stencils in the box as well. You are going to get, and these are exclusive to the box. You cannot get these stencils outside of the box. So the first one we have is called, I believe, I don't know the name of it. It has a 90s name. It's what?
Squiggly.
No, this one.
Oh, Save the 90s.
Save the 90s is this one, and then this one's called Squiggly. And this reminds me of every single bowling alley that I ever went to. This was the carpet. This was the carpet. Hello, Mama. My mom is here. I just saw her pop up in the chat. So these are the Squiggly. This is the carpet, again, that I saw in every bowling alley. And then this was the wallpaper. So this was, Save the 90s. That's it. So this was the wallpaper, and this was the carpet. Okay? So you get these 2 stencils included in your box, and they are only available in the box. These will not be sold outside of the box. Hello, Lisa. Okay, Heather's coming over, which must mean that we're ready for our first trivia.
What were bell-bottom pants rebranded in the 90s called?
Don't let me see the words. What were bell-bottom pants rebranded as in the 90s? The first person that I see that gives the correct answer is going to receive a little gift from us. So, hello, Luann. What were bell-bottom pants rebranded to in the 90s? Kara said elephant legs. No, I have seen that before, but that is not what they were. There was a specific name for these pants. Bonnie got it. Flared leg. So Bonnie, please send an email to orders@brutusmonroe.com and let us know your information. We just need your name and your address, and we are going to send a special little gift to you. And it's going to be, actually what we're sending to you is, well, you'll see. I don't want to give it away. But you are correct. They were called flares or flared leg. Good job. All right. So next up, we had to give you some goodies that are consumables, as we call them here at Brutus Monroe. So we have first, these are called the windbreaker sequins. And I mean, if you didn't have this windbreaker in the 90s, which I think pretty much everybody had a windbreaker that looked like this. These are the windbreaker neon sequins. They are gorgeous. You get a full pack of them, and I can assure you that you'll probably be using them quite a bit in and outside of the kit. And if you look online, you can see everything that you are getting, everything that you're getting in the kit. If I'm going too quick for you, I apologize. Then you are receiving something that is brand new, something that we have never, ever done before at Brutus Monroe. And I just have to open this and take a whiff because I love it so much. This is, oh my goodness, it smells so good. This is the bubblegum scented embossing powder. So this is not an exclusive to the box. You can buy this outside of the box, but it comes in the box if you purchase the box. And this is bubblegum scented embossing powder. And it is the same great formulation that you know and love from Brutus Monroe, but it is bubblegum scented. And when you look at it, it's got flecks in it, so it like pops different areas. And it's just this beautiful, beautiful pink shade. And again, it is bubblegum scented. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. I could smell this all day. Then you are going to receive, I think, did I lose something from in here? Is it 3 things that are inside of this bag? Yeah, but I feel like, I think it's 3 things that are in here. Okay. Yeah, so we have a brand new color of glitter glaze. This is called Sunshine Yellow. And oh my goodness gracious, I'm hoping you can see how beautiful. There is a TikTok showing how this was made. But it is just, oh my goodness. It's like so it's yellow, but it's a holographic yellow. And this can be purchased outside of the box as well, but this one comes included in the box. So if you want to get an extra one of these, grab it. But we've never done a yellow shade like this before. And then we have something brand new that is exclusive to the box, but it's so, so cool. So this is the puff paint. This is called Grape Fizz Puff Paint. It doesn't smell like grape or anything. Grape Fizz was just the perfect name for it. And if y'all were around in the 90s, which from the comments, I'm learning that most of you were, the puff paint was all the rage. I mean, you used puff paint for everything. I mean, you would puff paint projects, you'd puff paint hoodies, you'd puff paint. I mean, there was always something to be puff painted. So this is, all you do is you just pop the lid off. We have the lid that is attached, and then all you do is you go in and you will write with it. So you are just going to, just like so, and it's so pretty when it dries. It is a true, beautiful, Grape Fizz shade, and it holds its dimension. Look at how much dimension we have there. Isn't that cool? I know I used to puff paint all of my shirts too. But you get that in the kit.
Aunt Verge.
Yes, my Aunt Verge. Yes, she's the one that got me into puff painting and the one that got me into crafting. Last one? Okay. Okay, next. Are we all ready for the next question? So that's everything that's in the box. That's everything that's in the box, but I'm going to show you the supplemental items next. All right, let me know when you're all ready. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, I got it ready from Brandon, so that'll say we're ready. What must-have furry robotic toy sold over 40 million copies in the late 90s? Hello, my beautiful Dion. What must-have furry robotic toy sold over 40 million copies in the late 90s? And we'll go for the first one that I see on my screen. Nope, that's not it, Kara, but I did have a Teddy Ruxpin, and I loved him. Okay. No, I don't think so, because it says furry.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Jessica V.
Jessica got it. Unfortunately, Brandon, because of a spelling error. But that's okay, Brandon. We'll send you a little something too. So Brandon and Jessica, please send an email to orders@brutusmonroe.com and we will get your present out to you. Funny story, Dion. I walked over into Daryl's area today that does all of our laser production, and he had Alf on. He had the Alf movie on when I walked over there. It's hilarious. Okay. Let's move on to, I think, one of my favorite parts of the supplemental release, because we do have a whole bunch of extra things that are available as well, and that is the puzzling stamp. So the puzzling stamp does have a coordinating die, as well as a coordinating stencil, and we'll talk about that in just 1 second. But as a heads up, I've listened to you. You have sent me countless emails and countless messages. The dies and stamps are now not sold separately in the respect of the coordinating dies are not sold separately. What I did was I sat down at my computer and I did some long division and some arithmetic, and I wanted to give you the best deal that I possibly could. And the only way that I can do that is by not putting a retail price, quote unquote, on the die. So this combo, if you get the die and stamp, Heather, can you look for me and give me the exact price? You can get the stamp and the coordinating die now. I want to say it's $16.99. I think it might be less, it might be a little bit more, but I think it's $16.99, maybe $17.99. But
it's $25.97 with the stencil.
What is it without the stencil? Is there an option without the stencil? Maybe there isn't an option without the stencil. Okay, so the bundle that you would get is, it would be this, the die and the stencil, and it's $27.99. $25.99. So you get the stamp, the die, and the stencil. I'm not sure. I think I probably updated that in the system. So it's $25.99. You get the stamp, you get the die. I don't have the die here to show you, but this is what it looks like when it's cut out with the die. So I can show you that. But it is $25.99. And you get all three. So this is what it looks like when it's all cut out, because you will have the ability to cut out the sentiments as well. I think it was the yo-yo baby that I redid. I don't know. I think it's the yo-yo that I redid and the skates that I redid. But this one I couldn't redo because it's all as one piece. So okay, so this is you could buy the stamp separately, right?
The die separately because of the stencil. You can buy the stamp, and then you can buy the combo of all three.
Okay. So that's why this one's a little different. So this was a terrible example, but I'll tell you
it's
when we get to
$25.97 for all three.
$25.97 for all three.
If you want the yo-yo plus the die.
Well, we'll talk about that when we get to it. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's cut out with the dies, but the cool thing is there is a coordinating stencil. So the way the coordinating stencil works is you place it on top like so, if you get it in the right direction, Christopher. I have to make sure I get it. Which side is correct? I think it's this side that's the right side. Yep. So when you line this up, it will fit perfectly on your stamp, as well as you can just do it independently. So here's the one that I did. So what's this for? Oh, so this is what this looks like whenever you don't use the stamp. So you can just create this with just the stencil, or you can go in. I'm going to take this one here just to show you a quick example. And I am going to, let me put this down here, and I'll show you how you can use it with the stamp. So this has already been stamped out. And then you just so you'll notice that as always, we have the guides. See the guides there? And then you take your guides and you just line your guides up with your actual, with the actual stamp, okay? And then once you do that, you're going to take whatever blending apparatus that you have. You're going to line that up. And then you're going to just go in. I just have some extra ink on here. I'm not re-inking this blending tool, but you'll get the gist of it. And then you'll see how that is going to color in all of your pieces. Obviously, you'll do a much better job than I do, but that will color in all of your pieces. And then you just move on to the next one. And once you move on to the next one, that will color in those pieces. Let me just grab another blending brush that still has some stuff on it. And that will color in those ones, okay? So it'll color in your separate ones. I personally would say probably this would be best used kind of by itself, because lining this up, I mean, you can line it up, but I like the way that it looks by itself as well. But whenever you do it here, you just have to line it up with your, so you can see here, Heather created hers, and she added the white, which I love because there is white on the Rubik's Cubes, and I love it. It turned out great, okay? So again, you can either use it with the stamp, or you can use it without the stamp. What I would suggest doing is actually going in and creating this, then stamping on top. That's going to be your best bet, because when you take your stamp and you stamp it on top, I'll show you. Yes, so when you stamp it, you can see that it lines up. Look how cool, that really looks like a Rubik's Cube. But when you stamp it on top, it all lines up. It's intended to be stamped on top and not blended before, if that makes sense. But when you play around with it, you'll get the gist. So that is the puzzled stamp and die and stencil combo, okay? But you can purchase the die separately with this if you just want the die to cut this out and not to use with the stamp. But I would say just get the bundle. I've never seen before a Rubik's Cube stamp or die or anything like that, which I think is super cool. The second one. Okay, is everybody ready for another question? How are we doing out there? Told you this is going to be a long one. How are we doing? I was obsessed with the Teddy Ruxpin. My sister had this Mother Goose that was terrifying, that was very similar to the Teddy Ruxpin, but whoo, it scared me. The beak was a little aggressive. Okay, so the next question is, what band won a Grammy in 1999 for the Best Alternative Music Album for Hello Nasty? What band won a Grammy in 1999 for Best Alternative Music Album for Hello Nasty? I feel like we need the Jeopardy music. And the first one in my chat that I see is the winner. Kara said, no idea. Perfect. At least you are honest. Nope, that's not it, Kara. Yes, Gina, the Beastie Boys. Gina got it. Carol, you were so close. They literally came in so quick. Carol got it. Gina got it. I was looking at Carol's name. Good job. All right, so let's continue on the gamut of stamps. The next one we have, give it to Carol, please. We'll give it to both of you. Send an email to orders@brutusmonroe.com, Gina and Carol, and we'll send you both a gift. Why not? Okay, so next up we have the Let's Roll With It stamp, or just Roll With It stamp, and look at how cool these roller skates are. So the Let's Roll With It, we have the cool, the Let's Party, rad, Let's Roll With It, and then also the two skates. And this is one where I adjusted the die pricing. So the die is not available separately, but if you want to get both, Heather's probably pulling up the price for me now, but it's a steal of a deal if you get both, because we're not selling the dies independently anymore. Because if I don't sell the dies independently, then I can give you a rockin' deal on the set. So it's $16.99 for both. So you get this and the coordinating die for $16.99. So with this, let's roll with it. I don't know if I think I might have a sample. Yep. So this is Heather's sample, and you can see she did it so that it moves across, and it's just so fun. I love these roller skates, and they're just so fun. They're so cool. So that is the Let's Roll With It stamp and die. I don't have the die to show you, but again, there is a die available. They're unpacking all the dies, so that's why I don't have the ability to show them to you yet. But I wanted to go live and talk to you about it. Now, this stamp is just so innovative, and I think it's so cool. So this is called Yo-Yo, which it's just so different and so unique. So the way that this stamp works is it is the yo-yo. There's some really cool things that you can stamp onto the yo-yo, and then you have one string, and then you have additional strings. But the strings actually spell something out. So this one says, may your ups exceed your downs. And this one says, treat yo self. Is it that cool? So the strings actually make the sentiments. And you can see here when they're cut out, I have some already die cut out. They just die cut so beautifully and so effortlessly. And how fun is that going to be on one of your projects? I think it's great. And the retail price for this one, I believe, is the same. I'm not 100% certain. Heather's pulling that up as we speak. But this, again, is sold either just as the stamp or the stamp and die bundle. It's the only way that you're able to get the die as a bundle. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, why would they need the die without the stamp? So it just makes sense. I mean, unless you buy it separately from someone else, but let's be honest, this is the best price that you're going to get, especially if you are a is it $16.99 for this one as well? So it's $16.99 for the set.
And then you have a background stamp on the top.
Yes. Okay. Ready for our next one?
Third one.
Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for our next question? I'm having so much fun with these questions. Oh, Heather, would you be a dear and go to my office and grab my example board? It's on my bulletin board. Well, the one bulletin board. Who is ready for our next question? Okay, so what Beverly Hills 90210 spinoff first aired in 1992? What Beverly Hills 90210 spinoff first aired in 1992? This was one of Rob, my better half, one of his favorite shows of all time. Thank you. Yes, Candy got it. Melrose Place. So, Candy, please send an email to orders@brutusmonroe.com. And we will get you your present. Rob is obsessed. I mean, not as much as he was obsessed with 90210. Like, I'm talking, he has all the seasons on DVD. That's how obsessed he was. Okay, next up, let's talk about stencils. Well, no. Let's go into these two items first. So this is the size of the glitter glaze, the Sunshine Yellow. If you purchase it outside of the box, if you just want, some extra, this is what it looks like. It's just our normal size glitter glaze. And then this is the piece de resistance. So I am so excited because you all know how much I love Squeaky Clean. I think you all at this point know how obsessed I am with our Squeaky Clean. So this is our new branding for our Squeaky Clean. I think it looks so cool. It's so funky. But this one is called Cherry Cola. And when I tell you that this smells just like cherry cola. If you love cherry cola, or you remember cherry cola from, I mean, obviously it's still very popular now, but the 90s, you know, cherry cola was all the rage. You're going to love this because it smells just like cherry cola. So this is so good. And this is a limited release. This is only going to be available during our Retro Rewind release. And if you love your squeaky clean, it's time to get it. It smells so good. I mean, it really, really smells good. All right, so we have those items. I know, isn't the glaze gorgeous? Well, you get the glaze in the box. So if you buy the box, you will get the glaze as well. Let's talk about add-on stencils. What? There's
the cotton candy up in the store too.
Yes, and there's Dr. Pepper cotton candy that tastes also delicious from what I've heard. I haven't tried it yet. So this one is the cassette collection stencil. I am obsessed with this stencil because I loved, you know, back when they would do like wallpaper and backgrounds that were just a whole bunch of different cassettes. Hi, Christina. And this is just so cool. So you can use it any way you want, if you want to do it this way or, you know, vertically or horizontally, but you just get the coolest cassette tape background with the stencil. I just think it's so cool. I just love it. So this is a separate purchase. And again, this is the cassette collection stencil. But remember, everything that I'm showing you, if you get the I Want It All bundle, that's I think $187, which we've had a couple of those sell already this morning, you get everything that I'm showing you today. Every single thing. Next up, we have the Geostorm stencil. This stencil is so cool. It's so unique. It definitely is, you know, plays with your eyes because it is a really cool kind of, I mean, it's very retro and it just will look so cool on the background of your cards. So again, our stencils are able to fit on either a slimline or an A2 size card. We designed them that way so that you are able to really create it in any way that you would like with any different version of that. Then next up for our standalones, we have the Off the Hook. Now, this one is so cool because what you do is you first stencil this grid background, then you stencil your pieces on top, and it creates that really cool kind of Saved by the Bell look to it. Heather did that on this one, so you can see how when you stencil them on top. Also, I think Shannon was the one that made the other one. Shannon has an incredible example that you'll see up on the website of using this and really creating the background. But on Friday, Shannon and Heather will be going live together to talk about this kit, and she can show you kind of what she did there. So that one is called Off the Hook. Then we have Kapow. So the Kapow reminds me a lot of Batman that I used to watch in the 90s. I know it didn't come out in the 90s, but that's when I watched it. It might have been the 90s.
It was a cartoon.
Yeah, well, no, I watched it was the live action with, I can't remember what his name was, Adam West. And I watched it in the 90s. I don't know if it came out in the 90s, but this kapow, thunk, pop, bang, buzz, roar, smash were always inside of these. And I just thought it was so cool. So we had to have a stencil like this. And again, you can use this as comic book. You can use this as, you know, if you're doing superheroes. I mean, there's so much you can do with it, but this is the 90s to me. So we had to have a stencil like this one. And then last but not least, within the stencil releases, we have this really cool, this one is called Quench. And it is just so cool because it is Coca-Cola or Pepsi. So we have the Coca-Cola glass, and then there is the ability with an outline to put the Coca-Cola in the glass. Then we have the bubbles, we have the bottle caps, we have the bottle and the cap here at the top, and then you have Enjoy and Cola. So just such a cool stencil. And I just, again, something that I haven't seen on the market and something that I think you'll have a lot of fun with. So that is the Quench stencil. Okay, and then last but not least for this, oh, good, Candy. Yeah, Candy will be live tonight. Candy will be live tonight. So the last but certainly not least part of this collection is a washi sheet. Let's try to say that 3 times fast. Washi sheet collection. You all loved the washi sheet collection so much that we did before that it sold out twice, and it's being restocked. That we decided to do one that is very retro. So let me show you. I've already pulled them all off and put them onto a demo backer. So this is what they all look like. If you have never used one of our washi sheets before, the way that they work is you just peel them off of their backer and you have a perfect washi sheet piece. So it makes it so simple, so easy to use washi. I've said this a million times before. It's very hard to use a whole sheet of washi. A whole roll of washi. So get yourself a sheet of it. It makes it so simple. It makes it so easy. Okay. All right. Hello, Beverly. Okay. And we have one more question, and then I have one more thing to show you that is not part of the retro release, but it's an incredible deal and an incredible bundle. So I wanted to show you that, and it's only going to be available for a limited time. I think we have like 20 bundles. Okay, so let's see. The last one. What catchy song by Los Del Rio had the entire nation dancing in 1995? What catchy song by Los Del Rio had the entire nation dancing in 1995? And that is our last question. And I will be back with all of you tomorrow, and I'm going to be creating tomorrow. I won't have time to create with you today. Wasn't it cool, Carol? Candy's dancing it right now, but she's not going to answer because she already won. Annie Collins, yes, the Macarena. So Annie, please email orders@bridgesonroad.com and we will get you your present. Okay, so the last thing that I have to show you today is going to be, let me move all the 90s out of the way. Don't worry, this isn't going far because I have lots of fun things that I want to do with these 90s toys because it takes me right back. We have this bundle. So we only have, we do only have 20 of these available. So what we did, and this might be something that you can either gift somebody that just got a die cutting machine or just started making cards, or it might be the perfect thing for you. So what this is the die and coloring sheet combo pack. The reason that we did this was because we have several dies that do not have coordinating stamps anymore that have been retired. And because they have been retired, we had to figure out a way for you to be able to purchase them, but to be able to purchase them and purchase them without the stamp, okay? So you will receive, now I should say this is $50 for the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle. So you are going to receive 10 dies, 10 cutting dies. So you will get the I Woof You cutting die. You will get the From Meow to You cutting die. You will get the Cosmos Florals coordinating dies, the Dogwood Sprig coordinating dies, the Hibiscus Florals coordinating dies, the Full Bloom coordinating dies, the Bountiful Basket coordinating die, the Blossoming Basket, coordinating die, the Basket of Wishes coordinating die, and the Summertime coordinating die. So you receive all 10 of those coordinating dies, and you receive these pages. So what this is you receive 2 pages of each. So this one goes with the I Woof You coordinating die. So the way this works is you color this, and then you use your dies to cut it out. But you are getting 6 times of this being stamped out. So it's really great. My goodness, the amount of stuff you can do with this. So that coordinates with this one. Then you are going to get the From Meow to You. Again, 3 stamp outs of it. And then the From Meow to You coordinating die. Then you are going to receive, and these are beautifully printed. This one is the Cosmos Florals coordinating die and your printouts, so you can color and die cut all of those. Then you are going to, and these are the real size. These are the real, this is it. These are the real size. These haven't been scaled down. So this is the Dogwood Spring. Again, 6 of those already stamped out for you. Just use your dies to cut them out once you color them. Then we have the, this one is, just trying to show them all for you, Hibiscus Florals. 6 already stamped out. There are your dies. Then you have your Full Bloom coordinating dies. Already 6 already stamped out for you. Then you have your coordinating dies. Then we have the Bountiful Basket, already 6 stamped out, your coordinating dies. Then we have, this one is the Blossoming Basket, 6 of them already cut are already done. There's your coordinating dies. Then we have Basket of Wishes, 6 already done for you, your coordinating die. And then last but not least, we have Summertime. So we have the Summertime already printed and ready for you. And then there's your Summertime coordinating die. Now, if you purchase this, there is no reason that if you have a scanner that you couldn't scan this and make copies of this and just keep using your dies. There's no reason that you wouldn't be able to do that. So this is already also printed on our Perfect Blend paper. So it's already ready for you to color, but we wanted to give you an option that you are able to still purchase these dies, but we are not bringing back the stamps. So I put my thinking cap on and I said, let's give them the coloring sheets, and they're already ready to go. You receive 20 sheets in this pack of already pre-printed, ready to die cut, ready to color products. Isn't that great? What? It's beyond a steal. I mean, for 20 sheets of already pre-printed and then 10 coordinating dies for $50. I mean, my goodness. And we only have 20 of these. Once those 20 are gone, they are gone. They will not be redone, because we only have so much. We only have so many that we can do. Now, in the future, if we do still have some leftovers, what we might do is we might do them like individually, that you can purchase just individual ones, but it's going to be very, will the pages be able to purchase as a download? Not yet, Beverly, not yet. That's something that we'll look into. We'll probably do that once they have sold out, but not right now. The only reason for that is we don't want, and I'm not saying that anyone here would do this, but we don't want someone taking the designs and trying to reproduce them like as a stamp or something. So that's something that I'll look into, but it's not in the plans yet. So that is that bundle, and when they're gone, they are gone. We only have so many, and once they are depleted, they are depleted. So, all right, everyone, that is the Retro Rewind Release Plus bundle. I hope you love it as much as I love it, and a huge thank you and shout out as always to my team. They worked so hard on this release. Every single person on the team had some hand in making sure that this release came to life, and this release was as beautiful as it possibly could be, and I love it. I think it's so great, and I think you're going to have a lot of I have some of the dies already with the stamp without the stamps. Okay, Beverly, we'll work on that. Yeah, that might be something that we can do. I'll try to figure it out. I'll put my thinking cap back on again. But what we might do is we might just sell the papers separately, like for very, very inexpensive, like a pack of 5 of them for like $1.99 or something. I'll look into it and I'll figure it out. But it's going to be difficult with the downloads because we don't want people to share them. That's the thing. All right, so thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you're able to get yes, I will see you next week for Crop and Create. I can't wait. I think my meet and greet is tomorrow, I think is when that is. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all so very much. I appreciate your support, and I'm so excited that you are loving this Retro Rewind release as much as we are. I can't wait to see what you create with it, and I can't wait to see what you're able to grab. So remember to create something every single day, whether that's your own Etch-a-Sketch card or your own ending. I love you very much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, my friends.